Dear students, we'll start with a topic where we have left in the last class is voltage divider bias circuit. Okay, all the circuits we have already seen that collector to base bias circuit and fixed bias and related problems regarding on that. And we'll start with today's topic is uh, this one, multi vibrators using IC555. So different types of multi vibrators. This is what exactly the IC555. This I'm using this IC in this multi vibrators. So first let us see that what exactly the multi vibrators is. This is multi vibrator is like an oscillator circuit with a regenerative feedback, so and which is generating a pulsed output. Pulse output means what exactly it is like square wave. Okay, so there are three types of basic types of multi vibrator circuits: astable, monostable and bistable. So the first, what exactly astable means, it has no stable states, because see here, wait a minute. See here, this is what exactly the circuit is. So in this there is no stable states. I will tell that what exactly, and but switches continuously between two states. This action produces a train of square pulses. Means first let us see that this consisting of two operational amplifier. These are the operational amplifiers, and this is the transistor, and this is what exactly the flip-flop I'm going to use, and this timer IC555. Okay, so this is the input is connected to this, what exactly the negative terminal means this is inverting operational amplifier, and this is supply I'm giving a positive operational amplifier, means this is what exactly non-inverting amplifier. I need to say the supply or the input I'm giving to the positive terminal, means this is non-inverting amplifier, and what I am giving the supply voltage here, it is negative terminal, so for that reason this is the inverting amplifier. So the working of this we'll see later. So the first you should remember this, what is astable, what is monostable and what is bistable in this multi vibrators using IC555. So initially the multi vibrator is what exactly, it's a circuit with a regenerative feedback and which produces a pulsed output. Pulsed means square outputs. So there are three basic types of multi vibrators. First is astable. Astable means it has no stable states and switches continuously between two states. Means two states means once input and output. This action produces a trains of square wave. I told earlier, no, this is pulsed is nothing but a square wave pulses at a fixed frequency. Monostable is what, one of the states is stable. So in this circuit or in this IC, one of the states should be stable, then but the other state should be unstable, then I need to say this as a monostable multi vibrators. So bistable means circuit is stable in either state, means in input and output state either of the states should be a stable one, so that I need to call it as a bistable. These are the three types of multi vibrators. So coming to this IC555 diagram, one most commonly used general purpose linear integrated circuit is this one, timer IC555. The internal schematic diagram of this one is like this. It's consisting of two operational amplifier, one transistor and one flip-flop. So okay, so the working of this we'll see now. Again, it is timer IC555 comprises of two operational amplifier. These are the operational amplifiers and one flip-flop. Oh, this is flip-flop, and discharge transistor is this one, and a reset transistor and this is discharge transistor. So three identical resistors and one output stage. So these are the 5 kilo ohms I'm using, all the three identical resistors in this case, and one output stage. Okay, this is what exactly the schematic of timer IC555. So here it is what the resistors at the reference voltage level. So these are the 1/3 VCC and 2/3 VCC. This is the reference set voltage. So I am giving to operational amplifier input. So this is the comparator, I need to say it as operational amplifier, lower comparator and higher comparator. So the initially what I will do is the resistors at the reference voltage level and at the non-inverting input. Non-inverting is what? Non-inverting means positive terminals. I am giving the input to the positive terminal, means it is a non-inverting amplifier. So if I am giving it to the negative terminal means it is inverting amplifier. Okay, first you should remember this, what is inverting and what is non-inverting. And the lower comparator level, this I'm the 1/3 VCC I'm giving to the positive terminal means it is a non-inverting. Okay, this negative terminals I'm giving means it is inverting. Okay, so like that, input comparator, I'm giving the supplied voltage as VCC/3. This is input, so lower comparator, I'm giving the input voltage as 1/3 VCC, and higher comparator I'm giving the reference voltage as 2/3 VCC. Okay, so output of the two comparators is set and reset inputs to the flip-flop conditions. So you should go to once you go to the flip-flop, there is a set and reset conditions. Set means 1, reset means 0. So those are the inputs of the flip-flop. So these two are the outputs of the two comparators. I am feeding back to the input of the flip-flop, that is one is set and one is reset. Those are the two inputs of the flip-flops. Okay, so this decides what exactly the logic states of the output, subsequently the final output. Okay, and after that the base of the discharge transistor, again it is connected to the output stage. So hence what exactly the scenario is, when the output is high, so the discharge transistor is off. Whenever this output should be high means the discharge transistor should be off conditions. When the output is low means the transistor should be on. This is what exactly this condition of this timer IC 555. Okay, this is what exactly the internal schematic diagram of timer IC 555. See here, once again I will explain this one. Okay, this consisting of two operational amplifier, I need to say it as a comparator, and the two transistors, one discharge transistor, one reset transistors, and one flip-flop. Okay, so what exactly I am doing here is two supply voltage I am giving to the lower comparator and higher comparator. Okay, 1/3 VCC I am giving it to the non-inverting amplifier, or else the lower comparator, and the same thing 2/3 VCC voltage, supplied voltage, I am giving to the higher level comparator. Okay, so the output of this operational amplifier, those are the input of the feedback. So the input of the flip-flop. So the flip-flop inputs are set and reset. Set means 1, reset means 0. So again it is fed back to the what exactly the output stage, and the discharge transistor is also connected to the output stage. So this condition of this output stage, how it looks like with the discharge transistor is, if output state is high means discharge transistor should be off. The output in output stage is 0, so discharge transistor should be on. This is what exactly the condition of internal schematic IC 555. Okay, so let us move towards the monostable multivibrators. The same IC I am using, timer IC 555, but it is monostable. So what exactly the monostable means? Monostable is one of the states in that particular circuit is stable, but the other state is unstable. This is what exactly the monostable multivibrator. Okay, see the same IC 555, but the different, some of the what exactly the explanation part and working part, we'll see that. Okay, so monostable multivibrator using 555 IC timer is as shown in figure, and this one 555 timer is called as monostable when it has only one stable state. In this circuit only one stable state, for that reason I am calling it as monostable. So resistor RA and capacitor C components connected external to the IC 555. See here in the previous diagram, this is what exactly the internal schematic of timer IC 555, right? So I am connecting extra two components. What is one is resistor, that is RA, and capacitor C. So I am connecting to this timer IC 555. This is what exactly I am doing here, and threshold voltage and discharge pins are connected to each other. So the respective pins are threshold voltage I am connected to the 6th pin of the timer IC 555, and discharge pin 7th pin I am connecting to the discharge to the connected to the. Okay, this is what exactly the circuit diagram looks like, and working will see that working, and this is what exactly the another same diagram, but this is internal schematic diagram of this monostable multivibrator, but this is just an external externally it looks like this. So only thing is I am connecting to RA and capacitor C is to the timer IC 555. Okay, these are the waveforms of the particular monostable multivibrators. Okay, the explanation and working will see. Initially SR flip-flop is set Q is 1, means SR flip-flop set Q is 1 means thus it is in set state, and transistor T is driven into saturation. And see here in this diagram, initially the flip-flops are this one. This is what exactly the flip-flop. These two are the comparators or the operational amplifiers. So same thing, 1/3 VCC I am giving to the supply giving to the lower comparator, and 2/3 VCC I am giving to the upper comparators. Okay, so this Q should be 1 initially, means Q is 1. So if the Q is 1, transistor T is driven into the, this transistor is driven into the saturation stage when Q is 1, means output of the flip-flops Q is 1. It means that this transistor is in driven to the saturation region. Okay, and capacitor is passed by the transistor, and therefore the capacitor voltage is VC is equal to 0, because here capacitor is there, no, so it is passed by the transistor, no. For that reason this voltage across this VC is 0, because why it is 0 means it is connected to the grounded. For that reason VC is equal to 0, and also the output voltage Vout is also 0. So Vout is 0, where exactly means Q bar. So this is what exactly the Vout means, output of the flip-flop. Here this is also should be 0. Okay, so when the negative going trigger pulse, which should be more than 1/3 VCC, means I am applying this trigger input to the second pin. Here is there no trigger input. I am applying the trigger pulse, negative going trigger pulse. It should be more than the 1/3 VCC, means this is 1/3 VCC I am supplying here, more than 1/3 VCC apply to the trigger input lower comparator. Here this is lower comparator, I am applying this trigger input more than 1/3 VCC to this lower comparator. Okay, it is understood. So so what will happen after applying this trigger pulse? The comparator output goes high, means this comparator output goes high. It should be high, means what is the input of the SR flip-flop? SR flip-flop should be reset condition, means it is 0, means if it Q is 0 means that Q bar is high and transistor T turns off. That is what exactly, if I am applying 1/3 VCC trigger input to this lower comparator, the output of this flip-flop should be high. It in turns what exactly, if it is high means this should be low. The output of the flip-flop should be 0, and which because, and also the transistor should be on. It is internally connected to the transistor. This is what exactly, if I am applying the trigger input of the lower comparator, the comparator output goes high. SR flip-flop should be reset, means Q is 0. If Q is 0, forcing Q bar is high, and the transistor T should be turn off. This is what exactly. As T is off, because transistor is off because of SR flip-flop in reset condition, means it is 0. So if T is off, capacitor starts charging through RA, means here see here at time T1, see the graph stage, when I am applying the trigger input which is 1/3 more than 1/3 VCC, see here at time T1, after T is 0, then what exactly, the capacitor starts charging. So like this, through what exactly, RA resistor, it is start charging at T1, time T1 interval. So see here in this graph, it is charging. Okay, next what exactly, the output will remain high, and from T1 to T2 the waveform remains same, because it is charging. It should be like this only. At time T2 what will happen means the voltage across the capacitor VCC becomes more than 2/3 VCC, and the upper comparator also goes high, and this will set the Q is equal to 1, means after at time T2 I am supplying voltage 2/3 VCC to the upper comparator, which in turns what exactly, Q should be 1 here. So if Q should be 1 means transistor is on, Q bar should be 0, like that. So what will happen means, since SR flip-flop output Q is 1, transistor is on, hence the capacitor should be discharges and output goes low, means see here in the graph at time T2 it will start discharging, the capacitor start discharging. Okay, this is what exactly the concept of, this is what exactly the output should be in what exactly, pulse format, so means square format. So this is what exactly the output. This is what exactly the working of monostable multivibrator. Okay, some of the equations are there here. So from the waveform monostable multivibrator it is clear that the on time T on output voltage is same as that of charging time of the capacitor. So T on means time taken by the capacitor to charge from 0 to 2 by 3 VCC. Means if you want to turn on the transistor, so capacitor has to charge from 0 to 2 by 3 VCC. That is what exactly the concept. So that voltage across the capacitor increases exponentially by this equation. This you should remember, this equation. Vc is equal to VCC into 1 by 1 minus exponential of T by RC. Okay. So capacitor charges through RA. Let us replace, because here resistor I am going to use as a RA. For that reason I am using as RA. Okay. So wherever R is there, no, we have to replace R by RA. Okay. So and substitute this in this equation. So no substitution. Capacitor voltage Vc is reaches 2 by 3 VCC. No. So then Vc is equal to what? 2 by 3 VCC, where VCC I know what exactly the VCC is. This one. VCC is equal to 1 VCC into 1 minus e exponential of T on divided by R into C. So after rearranging these are all, T on should be what exactly the formula? 1.1 RA into C. This you should remember for while solving the problem. This formula is very helpful. Okay. So just you have to remember these three equations. Just Vc is equal to VCC into 1 minus e to the power T by RC, one thing. And wherever the same equation, you have to replace R divided R by RA. And once the capacitor reaches Vc reaches to 2 by 3 VCC, means we have to use this equation. So means T instead of T you have to transistor. T means what exactly? T on. Here you have to replace T by T on. Okay. The same equation you have to replace T by T on. And this is what exactly exponential of this thing is equal to 1 by 1 minus 2 by 3. So this is 1 by 3. So whatever therefore whatever you have to you have to remember these things, this formula and this one and this one. You should just write this. Then if you skip this also, this is there is no problem in this. Just skip this. If you are confused with this, means this line you have to skip and only have to remember these three formulas. The main thing is T on is equal to what exactly? 1.1 RA into C, where T on is what exactly? Transistor is in on condition, the RA is resistor, C is capacitor. Okay. The applications of monostable multivibrators can be used in these conditions: frequency divider, missing pulse detector, and pulse width modulator, PWM, and pulse position modulator. In these conditions we are using monostable multivibrators. Okay. Coming back to again, I am repeating once. See here, monostable multivibrators, it is same as that of IC 555 timer IC. So I am connecting extra components are resistor RA and capacitor C to the 555 timer IC. And the thing is, this is internal schematic diagram, and this is externally it looks like this IC, and these are the waveforms of the monostable multivibrators. Initially what SR flip-flop should be, this is what exactly consisting of two comparators, upper and lower comparator, and the transistor and the flip-flop. Here the flip-flop I am using is SR flip-flop. Initially what exactly the output of the flip-flop Q is 1 and transistor is driven into the saturation region. The capacitor is passed by the transistor. For that reason initially the Vc should be 0. Vc is 0 means Vout is also 0. So when I start applying the supply voltage to the lower comparator as 1 by 3 VCC, or trigger input this one 1 by 3 VCC, so what exactly the output of the lower comparator should be high. So if the lower comparator output should be high, means the flip-flop is what exactly? It is Q is 0. If Q is 0, Q bar is 1 and the transistor is in off conditions. So when the transistor is in off condition, capacitor starts charging through resistor RA. That you should see in a waveform. This is what exactly the waveform when T1. So when I am applying the trigger input 1 by 3 VCC is more than 1 by 3 VCC at this particular lower comparator, output of the lower comparator should be high. At this condition Q is what exactly 0 and Q bar is 1. At that condition transistor T is in off condition. So at that time capacitor start charging like this. From T1 to T2 the capacitor voltage remains same. Once 2 by 3 VCC I am applying to the upper comparator, and in that condition Q should be high, Q should be high, Q bar should be low. So Q is high means it is internally connected to the transistor. For that reason transistor should be on condition. At that particular time T2 the capacitor start discharging at time T2. This is what exactly you should see in the waveform. So how exactly, okay, this is what is the output of the monostable, and these are the applications, and these are the three equations you have to remember for the examination. And the main is T on is 1.1 Ra into C, where T on is a transistor is a on condition, Ra is resistor, C is capacitor. Okay, we have to remember this one. These are the application. Frequency divider I can use. We can able to use this monostable in frequency divider, missing pulse detector, pulse with the PWM, pulse width modulator, and pulse position modulator. These are the applications. Okay, so see here problem here with the monostable multivibrators. So what exactly the example is, for a monostable multivibrator, time delay he has given T is equal to what, 100 millisecond, and he has given resistance R is equal to 105 kilo ohm, and he what exactly he is telling, calculate the capacitor value. As already we know that the formula of the T on is what, 1.1 Ra into C. Because here I need to know the capacitor value, just adjust this equation or modify this equation in terms of C. So where C becomes what, T on divided by 1.1 into R. R and Ra both are equal, but here resistance R has given as 105 kilo ohm. Okay, so T on is what, T on is time delay here, or saturation on time, or the I need to call it as a time delay. So time delay is 100 millisecond he has been given. Substitute these values in this equation, we will get the capacitor value. So 100 millisecond divided by 1.1 into 105 kilo. So C is equal to what, capacitor value is this one. Simple directly you have to substitute the values. So what exactly he is giving, he is giving the T on value, means time delay, as well as resistor. Is only asking what is the value of capacitor. Just you have to remember this equation. Okay, simple problem. Okay, second problem, see here. So what is asking is, design a monostable multivibrator circuit using 555 timer to produce an output pulse 20 second width. See here. So what is asking and what is telling to calculate. So first you should write the formula. T on is equal to what, 1.1 Ra into C. Okay, so here it is what, the output pulse T on is given as, he is giving the 20 second means what, 20 second width is nothing but is what, time delay. This is what T on is he has given as 20 seconds. Okay, and I need to calculate what exactly the resistor value he has not given here. So here he has not given the resistor value also, and he has not given the capacitor value also. So here what we'll have to do is, assuming capacitor as 150 microfarad. So we'll take some value 100 microfarad, 50 microfarad, like that, assuming capacitor value as 150 microfarad here, and substitute and find out what is R. Okay, so if what will means, he is asking to design, right? So design is nothing but we have to initialize the capacitor value, we have to design and tell that. But here for your reference, because it is less than 5 marks, design is not required for less than 5 marks. For that reason, just you have to assume the capacitor value 150 microfarad. Okay, so if it is 150 also it is good. No, okay, so just assume the capacitor value. If capacitor value and resistor value not given means, we have to assume one of the value. Just assume capacitor value and find out resistor value. This is what exactly the monostable multivibrator. Okay, next problem, what is the problem of next one is, find the resistive element value to generate T is 10 millisecond time delay using 555 timer as a monostable multivibrators. Assume C is equal to 0.47 microfarad. Means sometimes he will tell that assume C is 0.47 microfarad. If he is not telling this assume means, you have to assume one value of capacitor. Okay, So what is the formula is T on is equal to 1.1 into RC. Again T on has been given as 10 millisecond here. So 10 into milli means what exactly? 10 into 10 power minus 3 is equal to what exactly? Millisecond. Okay, 1.1. R has not given and C has been given 0.47 into micro means 10 power minus 6. Micro is 10 power minus 6. Always milli means 10 power minus 3. Micro means 10 power minus 6. Nano means 10 power minus 9. Pico means 10 power minus 12. Like that you have to assume. Not this is what exactly. Okay, so find out the R value here. R is equal to what? This divided by this value. 10 into 10 power minus 3 divided by 1.1 into 0.47 into 10 power minus 6. So you will get the R value as 19.34 kilo ohm. Okay, so here it is a standard value. You should know that, just you should leave it from here also, or standard value of resistance is 18 kilo ohm. Okay, after designing and all we'll get this value as 18 kilo ohm. So just leave it from here. Okay, 19.34 kilo ohm is enough. Okay, next problem is what? Next problem is design a timer that can turn a heater immediately after pressing the button, and it should hold the heater is on state for 10 seconds. The relay coil should be energized for 10 seconds to hold a heater on. So T on is 10 seconds and choosing C is equal to 47 microfarad. So this is what exactly your problem statement. So we know that the formula is T on is 1.1 into RC. Okay, T on is initially what has been given 10 seconds. On state for heater in on state for is what exactly? 10 seconds. So T on is 10, and you already told that C value also has given for 47 microfarad, and we don't know R value. So substitute C value and T on value and find out R. R is equal to what? This 193.42 kilo ohm. Okay, so here he is telling what exactly? Design a timer. No, we have to write this circuit diagram, because monostable multivibrator 555 timer, the circuit diagram already know that in the previous explanation of this IC 555 it looks like this. So 555, so 8 and 4 will connect it to the resistor RA, and supply voltage is given, and the 7 and 6 will short and will give it to the capacitor, and 2 will be what exactly given to the input trigger pulses. Okay, and the third pin of the IC 555 timer, I am giving it to the relay coil. So in this relay coil, relay contact and heater coil will be connected. So you just write the diagram of this, because he is telling that design a timer that can turn on a heater immediately. So he is asking that design timer. No, for that reason you have to draw this diagram, and just you have to normal calculation, and after that finally you have to draw this diagram. Just pin configuration, everything you should remember this IC 555 timer. Okay, this is what exactly about monostable multi vibrators. Okay, you should remember, no, this is very important concept for the examination for monostable multi vibrator, and in the three basic types of multi vibrators, maybe one will be asked monostable, either bistable or astable. Okay, or timer IC 555 internal schematic also may ask. Okay, so coming to this, okay, coming to the next multivibrator, astable multivibrator. So an astable multivibrator doesn't have any stable states. Okay, in this circuit, same thing, IC 555 timer I am using. In this there is no stable states. It keeps changing its state from low to high and high to low. Means set to reset and set to set means low to high or high to low. It always changing. So it doesn't have any stable states. So for that reason I need to call this multivibrator as a astable multivibrator. So this multivibrator is also called as free running multivibrator. So I need to call it as a free running multivibrator or rectangular wave generator circuit. Means always the output of this should be in a rectangular what exactly pulse. For that reason I need to call it as a rectangular wave generator circuit. And this stable multivibrator does not require any external trigger pulse to change its state of the output. Means what we have did in this earlier cases, initially we need to send a trigger input to the IC555. Means this is what exactly the trigger input to the lower comparator and the higher comparator. Initially we are providing, no, externally we are providing some input to these multivibrators, but here in this case what exactly, we are not doing any external inputs to this one for to change the state of the output. Okay, the internally the states of this multivibrators will be changed. Okay, so the circuit configuration of the stable multivibrators looks like this. So same thing, it is consisting of two comparators and one SR flip-flop and two what exactly, these transistors and capacitors, and these two are the resistors. Again same 5 kilo ohm I am using in all the three cases, and this is the internal schematic diagram, and this is what exactly the externally how it looks like the IC555, and these are the waveform diagrams of the IC555 timer or stable multivibrators. Okay, so what exactly, to understand the operation, let us divide the circuit operation in two time intervals, T on and T off. So what I will do is, initially the T should be means T on and T off. I'll divide the circuit operation as two parts, two intervals. One is T on and one is T off. At time on time operation, what will happen? At time T is equal to 0, the voltage on the capacitor VCC is 0. So voltage on this capacitor should be 0 initially. The same capacitor voltage applied to the both the trigger point of the lower comparator as well as threshold point of the upper comparators. Means there we are applying 1/3 VCC and 2/3 VCC. No, so the VCC what is there in the initially VCC is 0 no, in this capacitor, that I am applying to the lower comparator as well as higher comparator here. Okay, at a time T is equal to 0, at time T is equal to 0. So what will happen after applying is, as capacitor voltage VC is 0, which is less than 1/3 VCC, output of the lower comparator should be 0. So lower comparator output is 0 lower comparator output should be goes high, Q should be 0. If it is high means comparator output always it is what exactly in reverse condition, output of the flip-flop should be, if it is high means it should be 0, if it is low means it should be high. Here it is what, the lower comparator output should be high. In this condition Q is what exactly 0 and Q bar is 1. In that condition Q is equal to 0 means Q is internally connected to the transistor. For that reason transistor is in off condition. See here, transistor is in off condition. Okay, so the capacitor starts charging through the resistor RA and RB, because here I am connecting two resistors RA and RB. So what will happen is, capacitor is, see in this waveform, so capacitor start charging from 1/3 VCC to 2/3 VCC. So this is what exactly it is, charging through resistors RA and RB. Okay, this is what exactly the T on time operation. Okay, so what will happen of the in off time operation means, as soon as VC start exceeding 2/3 VCC, so VC is what initially it is lesser than 1/3 VCC, after that it will start charging to 1/3 VCC, and after that it is reaching to 2/3 VCC, right? So once it exceeds 2/3 VCC, what will happen? Upper comparator output goes high and it will set the SR flip-flop. Means upper comparator is this one, its output should be what, high. If it should output should be high means what will happen for the SR flip-flop? SR flip-flop should be in high condition, because this will apply only in upper comparator. Whenever the upper comparator output should be high means the SR flip-flop output should be high. If you are but it is not the same scenario with a lower comparator. Okay, so see here, upper comparator high means it will set the SR flip-flop Q as 1. Okay, if FR output of the Q is 1, see here, Q is 1 means it is internally connected to the transistor, so for that reason transistor should be in on condition. Okay, So the transistor should be in on condition, means what will happens, the capacitor voltage should be what exactly, it will start discharging. The process of charging and discharging continuous, hence the circuit is oscillates. Circuit oscillates. The schematic diagram waveforms as shown in the above figure. So means initially in T on condition, what will happen, I am applying the what exactly, the VCC VC to the lower comparator and higher comparator. The lower comparator output should be high, Q should be 0, so internally it is connected to the transistor, should be what, low condition. That condition, capacitor start charging from 1 by 3 VCC to 2 by 3 VCC. So it is in T on condition. When T off condition, what will happen, so a higher comparator is what, the output of the higher comparator is 1, and it will set the SR flip-flop as 1, Q as 1. Internally Q as 1 means T, because it is internally connected to the transistor, so it should be on. So in that condition, what will happen, the capacitor start discharging. So see here in the waveform, it is start discharging. Okay, so this process will continue, means it will looks like oscillates. Okay, so for that reason the process of charging and discharging is continuous, and hence the circuit oscillates. So this is the schematic diagram, and waveforms of this astable will be like this. This is what exactly the astable multi vibrator, because there is no stable states we are having in these circuits. For that reason we need to call this as a astable multi vibrator. Okay, and these are the expressions. Just you have to remember these expressions. The output voltage waveform is sum of charging and discharging period TC and TD. The period of one cycle, see here in the waveform, period of one cycle is T on and T off. After combining both the on and off period, I will say this as a one period, that is time period. So that is T is equal to what, T is equal to T on plus T off. So for that reason T is equal to TC plus TD. Instead of T on and T off, we need to call it as a period of one cycle. T is equal to TC plus TD. Okay, frequency I need to written as, frequency is always reciprocal of time. You know that this is the basic formula. Frequency is always reciprocal of time. So where T, I know that T as TC plus TD. Okay, so voltage across charging capacitor is given by this one. So voltage across charging capacitor is this one, means VC. So that I am given as VCC. So always this is the same formula. So in the monostable multivibrator also, VC is equal to same thing, VCC into 1 minus exponential power of minus T by RC. Okay, this is same, you have to remember. If there is some initial voltage present, the voltage expression for the capacitor changes like this. VC is equal to what, VF plus VI minus VF into e power minus T by RC. This is directly taken, just you have to remember this expression. Okay, and after where VF is the final voltage of the capacitor can reach, and VI is the initial voltage of the capacitor. So during charging time TC, initial voltage can be what, 1 by 3 VCC. We already know that 1 by 3 VCC we are applying to the lower comparator, 2 by 3 VCC we are applying to the higher comparator. Starting supply voltage is always 1 by 3 VCC, right, and final voltage is 2 by 3 VCC. Okay, so this is what exactly initial voltage of the capacitor is 1 by 3 VCC, final voltage is what exactly, VCC. VCC means of this one. After crossing this 2 by 3 VCC, it will be reaching to the VCC. Okay, so also charging takes place through both RA and RB. We know that because here it is across the capacitor we are connecting what exactly, resistor, both are resistor RA and RB. For that reason capacitor always charging, and it will discharge or it will charge through these resistors only, RA and RB. So the above expression becomes it will looks like this, 2 VC by 3 is equal to what, VCC in plus 1 by 3 VCC, or else you just skip this 2 diagram. There is not much required because there is no link in what exactly, there is no link in these expressions. For that reason, just you skip these two. Directly you have to write these two expressions, and directly you have to write this final expression. T on is equal to what? Here in this case, there it is, T on is equal to monostable multivibrator. T on is equal to what? 1.1 into Ra into C, right? Here in this astable multivibrator, what exactly? T on should be Tc is equal to T on or Tc, both are same here, because I'm replacing T on as Tc and T off as Td. For that reason, Tc or T on is nothing but both are same. So 0.693 into Ra plus Rb into C. This is what exactly the T on for the astable multivibrators. Okay, T off is what? Just write down direct formula. Just skip this. This not required. Directly T off is equal to 0.693 Rb into C. Even in the examination also directly you have to write those, because there is no link in the expressions that. Or else we can do that capacitor discharging and we'll write. If you want to remember, you just remember, or directly you have to write it this T off and T on and T. I need only T on and T off expression and these two expressions. If it is asked in the examination also, just what we'll do is just write down this circuit diagram and the waveform, internal schematic and external schematic, and explanation of these concept, what will happen in T on and what will happen in T off, and these three expressions Vc and T on and T off. This is enough for the examination point of writing the answers. Okay, these three expressions and the circuit diagram and the explanation of the working of the circuit diagram is required. Okay, and this just skip this, and if it is only if it is asked in the problematical part, means just you have to remember this formulas. Okay, some of the applications of astable multivibrators are these things. We are used astable multivibrators in square wave oscillator and skimit trigger using IC355 and voltage control oscillators. Because astable is what the word itself says, that in this states in the circuit, the states are not stable. Any one of the states in the circuits are not stable. For that reason, I need to call this as astable multivibrators. Okay, so this finished our astable multivibrator concept, and some of the problems are there. We'll have to look into it once. So first problem, for a stable circuit has been giving R1 as 22 kilo ohm, R2 as 30 kilo ohm, and capacitor value has been given. Find on and off period of the output waveform, and he has been given the output waveform also, T on and T off. And what is telling to find is on and off period of the output waveform, T on and T off. He is asking directly T on and T off. So just you should remember the formula. I already told that Tc or T on is equal to 0.693 into R1 plus R2 into C. So here it is Ra Rb means nothing but R1 and R2. Just don't confuse with this Ra, Rb, Rc and all. Those are all resistor values. Whatever the resistor value, respective value has been given. Ra is nothing but R1, you should think. Rb is nothing but R2, like that. Don't confuse. Okay. So directly substitute in this equation. What is the value of R1? R1 has been given 22. 22 kilo means what? 10 power 3 plus R2 is what? 30 kilo ohm. So 30 into 10 power 3. Directly here it is combined and has written as 10 power 3. Okay, C value has been given 0.5 microfarad. Micro is always, we have to write it as micro means 10 power minus 6, milli means 10 power minus 3, and pico and nano is 10 power minus 9, pico is 10 power minus 12. You have to remember those things. Okay, and after substituting these values, we'll get T on as 18 millisecond. Same thing, T off is, formula of the T off is 0.693 R2C. Okay, directly we know what is R2. R2 is 30 into 10 power 3. C is 0.5 into 10 power minus 6, and after substituting this value, we'll get as T off. This is what simple problem. Directly the value has been given, directly you have to substitute and get the value, but you have to remember the formula. Okay, the next problem, a 555 timer is configured to operate in astable mode with RA as 5 kilo ohm, RB as 5 kilo ohm, and C as 0.01 microfarad. And what is telling that determine the frequency of the output and duty cycle. And frequency of the output and duty cycle is he's been asking, and he's been giving the what exactly RA, RB, and C value. So what is the formula? We all know that T formula. We all know that T is equal to, first if you wanted to find out T means just we have to find out T, and after that we have to substitute. But directly we'll take the frequency, because he directly asked the frequency and output, frequency of the output and duty cycle, right? So frequency formula F is equal to 1 by T, right? We all know that. Okay. After that, so F is the formula, we have to look it into it. So see here, frequency is the formula is what, for astable, there it is 1 by T. Directly we have to get the value of T. Whatever the T value, reciprocal of T will be the frequency of that. But here it is a stable multivibrator. F is equal to 1 by T, or 1.44 divided by RA plus 2RB into C. This is another formula. You have to substitute the RA, RB, or R1, R2 value and C value in this equation. You will get as F. Just you have to remember this formula. F is equal to what? 1.44 divided by RA plus 2RB into C. Okay. Substitute the values here. 1.45 and RA, RB is what? 5 kilo ohm, 5 kilo ohm has been given. So after substituting value, RA plus 2RB, and formula is that 2RB. Here 2RB is there. After substituting the values, directly I will be getting as frequency as 10.357 kilohertz. Okay, after substituting those values, just you have to simplify in the calculator, will get the value. Okay, but you have to remember the formula, that is very important. T, F of F is equal to 1 by T. Okay, or else directly if you find out T, will get the value as, just cross verify that. First we have to find out T on value once. Oh sorry, will not get that value, because here it is 1 by T. F is equal to 1 by T. 1 by T, it might be what exactly? The complete time period, means it consisting of both time on and time off, time off period and time on period. So for that reason, will not directly find out with the T on and T off. So just you have to apply this formula. 1.45 divided by RA plus 2RB into C, substitute and get the values. And duty cycle formula is this one. You have to remember these two formula. I told no earlier, these two formula you have to remember. Duty cycle formula is RA plus RB divided by RA plus 2RB into 100. Okay. So substitute these values. 5 kilo ohm, 5 kilo ohm divided by 5 kilo ohm plus 2 into 5 kilo ohms will get the value as 66% is a duty cycle. Okay, this is what exactly the formula. The next concepts will be covered in the next period or the next class. Okay, thank you guys.